Hey, it's Dan, and welcome back to Unified Gaming. Now today guys, we are going to look at another PvP quiz. This is round 2. The idea is that there will be some questions on screen, there'll be a bit of kind of commentary about the gameplay and some explanations over the answers, all aimed to help you read the situation better in PvP. So I always check the scoreboard at the start of the match, and do I do this to see the team size, enemy classes, check for people I know, or there's nothing else to do? And actually if I do it at the start of the match I can see which team has the most or the least players, what classes are they, and are there any names that I recognise that could be really hard players to fight. So it just means it gives you kind of a good kind of insight to what kind of match you'll be up against. I then obviously move into the game mode actually and start to fight. So I see this guy's got a bow, so I go for my combo. I know he's got snipe, so then I go and try and stun him. For some reason I couldn't stun him. Then I go for the next guy who leaps me. I then go for my rapid regen to heal my ally. I then do obviously my frag when it procs, really good ability, but he's got wings, so he's got a 50% damage reduction, absolutely crazy. He then stuns me in a second, and I kind of go like, what do I do? What do I do? I've just been stunned. Do I stun the enemy when I get up with Rune Cage, and try and burst him, swap bar and shield, or roll and block? And actually I need to switch and shield straight away. I'm basically out of stamina. If I get stunned once more, I am dead. So I need to get my shield on and my heals, and play a bit defensive, and then it gives me a bit of time to go offensive like this. I then go for my shield again, and then attack him once more. And I do the shield, and I probably didn't need to do it, but in those kind of situations it's better to be a bit more defensive and stay alive than it is to try and go a bit more offensive, get killed and die. I then get hit with snipe shortly after. Do I roll and move away? Do I block, do I shield and heal, or pray for no desync? And actually I hope I don't get desync because that skill is buggy as hell. But I need to move behind cover and also put my shield on, which I do over here to break line of sight. I then move up the hill and I still got arrows coming in. So you notice I just keep rotating my shield because obviously snipes is absolutely busted. I then obviously see this guy here. Now I've looked at this guy and he actually looks like he's running my Armor Master build. So Armor Master, Necropotence and stuff, it's absolutely ridiculous how tanky he is. So definitely worth checking that out. But you can see he's just crazy damage and crazy mitigation. Really good build. I then drop down the side and I kind of move back up once more in a second, as you can see, and just put my buffs on again. Now, why did I do all that? Why did I reposition in this case? Was it because I'm outnumbered, I was low on stamina or magicka, or did I need to reassess? And actually, if I'm low on stamina, I'm probably going to die as a magicka sorcerer. And it's also good to reassess and buy yourself a little bit of time to kind of think what you do next. This guy's got 15k health and he's dead. Bang. Crazy burst combo. I then get hit with leap, so I go for the shield, then rapid regen. The guy then hits him with Vampire Drain, so I hit him with the execute, knowing that's a delayed execute, so it's kind of a bit of delay on it, and it's got like a 5-second thing, it's pretty cool. I then move up and I see some people fighting. Do I go for the left guy, the red guy, or the green guy? And I need to kind of decide what do I do. In this situation I should hit the left guy because he's lower health, and also the green guy seems to be defending this relic. He's got a bow so he's a bit squishier. So if the red guy is a bit more tankier, I can kind of just weaken him and then let him run away, which he will do. And that was clear that he did that. He's quite a good player, so he's just retreated, which you should do if you're low on health. The green guy was easy to burst. I then pop down, pick up the sort of buff as well, and go for the sorcerer who then streaks through me. I then go for the DK, 50% reduction because of wings. As you'll see, like the damage reduction is just crazy. But I'm hit for like 2k and frags and overload. It's nuts. He then stuns me, which is a really good play by him. And he moves down the hill, so again that repositioning. And then I go for to obviously hit him. He then gets hit by the Templar as well, we both finish him off really fast. That sometimes happens, he didn't read the situation and look up the hill, so that's why he died. I then get stunned here, and then I kind of move forward, and then move backwards, and then move forward, just rotating my buffs. Why did I do that? Is it because my controller's busted, which it is, or it's harder for the target to hit me, or I want to avoid the damage? And actually it makes it harder for you to be hit, and you also avoid a lot of the damage if they're a Templar, so it's a really good way to kind of just get basic passive mitigation because you're like missing half the damage. It's really good, and it's easy to move through them back and forward like that than it is to walk around to the side of them. I then see that sniper down here, so I just moved to the side now and snipes coming in. I then see the 3 greens now push up towards me, so I know 3 on 1, low resource, I'm going to die. So I move back to line of sight and get towards some allies who I can kind of sort of work with and body block. I know the DK is really tanky, so he's going to be the hardest one to kill. The sniper is probably the best to kill quickly because he hits hard at range, but he's also squishy, and so is the Sork. So I go for the sniper, which is Stormbrewer here, as you can see, and I just keep jumping, trying to hit him over the hill. I get streaked by that sorcerer there, and then I go, okay, my ally is really low health, what do I do? Do I switch bar and heal them? Do I try and body block, stand in the way, or burst their attack or run away? And actually, if I body block, I can then absorb the damage, or if I try to burst him, he's dead. And I know that he was going really offensive, so I just went for the burst option in order to kill him fast, and my ally could then kind of recover himself because he was shielded really well. So again, that really helps. I then see the Reds take our relic, so I obviously try to go and get them. Sean has like 19k health, so I get my overload and stuff ready. Do my combo, light attack, bang, dead. Like 19k health to 0. Absolutely crazy. I then move up the hill towards these guys here, and I see the Reds are fighting, get overload ready again. So I go for the Necromancer because I know he's tanky, but he was fighting, so he might have left his buffs down. He reacts really fast, so it means he obviously is hard to kill once more, as you can see. So yeah, he's obviously a really good Necromancer, which is great. Damage isn't always there, but he seems to do okay on the whole. I then focus this red guy at the back with our relic just to try and play the game mode, because if I can get him dead, we've got a good chance of, you know, getting the relic back. But unfortunately, the other team captured their thing, it respawned, and yeah. I then obviously have to reposition. Is this a mistake? Do I need to reassess? Am I low on magical, or do I get overwhelmed? And actually, my magic is at 2.4k. If I have no magicka as a sorcerer, or any magicka character, to be honest, you're dead. If you've got no resources and you're empty in the tank, there's no coming back from that really, unless you've got a potion. So I always reposition in that situation, get to kind of about 20% resource, and then I need to move away or I'm going to die. I then go for my burst combo, but again that 10% mitigation from the Mender is really noticeable, as you can see. It's like having Swift on all of the time. I do finish them off though, just with lots of sustained damage, and that's kind of how you deal with tanky targets. It's just lots of little hits constantly, even though they're absorbing them. It just means you'll get the kill. I then kind of reposition and I look around, okay, what do I need to do? Do I need to look for enemies? Do I look for stealthed people, or allies with me, or is the relic free to get? And I always look for an enemy if there's somebody about, basically, because if there's somebody about, it's going to be hard to get the relic. And is there an ally who could also help too? I always treat the kind of this situation as there's always somebody in stealth, so if you're a bit cautious, you know, 9 times out of 10 you will get hit with somebody from stealth, a Nightblade sitting there or something. And actually you can then obviously recover because you're kind of anticipating that damage, whereas if you don't, you get killed. I then go for some rune cages, as you can see, to stun the people, but my ally gets killed, drops the relic, and I get hit by the Templar, and then this blast bones, which is hit for like 10k. And then I tried to heal, tried to shield, but I die. And why do I die? Is it because Valken's Glory is absolutely busted? Or actually, did I overextend? Did I forget to maintain buffs, or Templars are just OP? And actually I overextended. I basically went for damage, didn't put my buffs on, and I died. If you forget to put your buffs on, you are dead. It's really simple. So make sure that you keep your buffs on. I then put my overload on just to got that high damage, and I turn it back off. This warden comes down, 27k health, so he's a bit tanky. I expect him to run away because that's what he's been doing most of the match, so I move to the right to try and sort of ambush him. He then moves to the left, and then though Sean's there, Sean hits really hard. He hits really hard, so I go for my burst combo, rune cage, and I go to land it, bang, almost get him, and he gets a crazy buff of life, it's like 6k or something. And I just go for the execute and then the frag once more, roll, put my shield on, so that was an animation cancelled shield, really effective, really helps you get out of trouble. I then go for the Necromancer. Again, this guy's really tanky, as you can see. He's got like Swift on with the Spirit Mender. He's got a minor protection from the Temple Guard ult. It's just really tanky. The Nightblade then tries to bash my ally. I try to kill him. He's quite squishy though, and we do it really fast. The ally gets leaked, so I then stun the DK to try and help him recover. And I just focus basically on keeping my buffs on now, because he's obviously peppering me. And I go for my shield. I always go for my shield first, but why? Is it because I made a mistake? Is it because shields are sort of pseudo heals? Or did it help me absorb burst? And if you treat your shield as a kind of like a mini breath of life, like a pseudo heal, it just allows you to kind of absorb any big hits really fast. It's like a 5-6k shield, which is basically Honour the Dead or Breath of Life. I then go for my negate magic, which is the healing morph, and that just means I can obviously recover quickly and those magical characters can't hit me. I then go for the Templar and I stand on the cliff, keep going for him. He's blocking those, so he's got like loads of mitigation in the room. He then goes for me. I let my buffs drop down and I move down the hill. Just move down, put my shield on, put my heal on, and I go to reposition, and then I die. Now, did I die because Snipe is absolutely busted, and actually I wasn't sort of reading the situation properly, or is it bad positioning, or didn't I heal, or did I let my buffs drop off? And actually I stood on top of a cliff edge. Show me that's stupid. If you stand on top of a cliff edge, people can hit you at range, like Snipe, you know, the Dark Flare, Crystal Frags, they hit really hard, so that's why I died in that situation. And my buffs were also off too, so it's kind of a two whammy there. I then move up the hill towards the red team, because they're in the lead still. I then obviously see it's that Necromancer. I know he's really tanky at this point, so it's pointless trying to burst him. So instead I've sort of tried to overwhelm him basically. So just keep my buffs on, knowing that he's going to try and go offensive hopefully and forget to put his on. And that sometimes works really well. Go in a bit defensive, let the person kind of overextend and you kill them. I then drop down and I move down here hoping that Scene drops down with me, which he does. I then go for my combo. He hits me with the ult, I go for my rune cage, and then I try to land all my stuff, and I get jumped on by the green team as well now. The green team are about to jump in, there they are, and then I get killed really fast. But why did I die in that situation? What caused that? Obviously Templars are crazy, we know this. Templars are really good this patch. But is it because I forgot to heal? Or did I roll too much? Or did I keep my buffs up properly? Or did I just have too many people? And actually, if you roll too much and you forget to keep your buffs on as a Magicka character, you're dead. It's really simple. If you run out of stamina, there's no coming back from that. That's literally the sad reality of it. And on a sorcerer, you have to maintain obviously your stamina pool with dark conversion as well, so you don't overextend too much and drain your stam pool too quick. So that's just a really useful thing to remember for any Magicka character. Keep your stamina above 5k and you'll be alive a lot longer. I then move up here and I go to get the relic, but again I get ambushed. You know when I say about people sitting in stealth at the relic, this is what I mean. I then go for my combo. He puts down the shade to get the minor maim on me, so I lose 15% damage, which is really annoying. He then pops a potion and a vigor at the same time to get like a burst heal from the potion and a heal over time. So I just have to wait for his vigor to run off, and then I go for the damage, and then he blows up really quick. I grab the relic here, and then I kind of just look behind me to always see, is there anybody coming up? I then jump down, I look below me as well. Look, there's a green guy, so I expect him to be there. Just assume that there are somebody around every corner. If you have that kind of mindset that there's always somebody about to kill you, you'll be a lot better in PvP because you kind of expect them to be hit. The people that die quickly don't expect to have somebody around the corner. I then see that red guy over there, but why do I activate Overload? I know it looks really cool and I've got lots of ultimate, but was it a mistake or do I want to burst a target? And actually I know that if I can burst a target quickly, I'll then be able to obviously get the relic back fast and also help the teammate. So I go for the Overload frag combo, which hits really hard. It's like 3k, 2k, so 5k there, 6k for the other bits on top. So yeah, just a nice little burst combo there. He couldn't recover quickly. I then obviously move back towards the greens to know that they're a bit easier to actually capture from. The reds are really tanky, especially that Necromancer. So again, I change my situation, kind of read it again, go, well, I need to change how I'm playing. Move up the hill, and there's loads of people there, like, who do I pick? I've got the guy on the left and the guy on the right. And what do? Do I go for the left guy or the right guy? And actually I go for the left guy because the right guy has Dragonite Wings up, which is a 50% range damage reduction. As a sorcerer, all my abilities are range, so he gets a 50% damage reduction. So I know that I can't hit him, so I go for all the other people apart from him, and I leave him right to the end. I also know that he's a Magicka DK, and I'm a vampire, so he'll hit me really hard too, so I need to kind of watch my positioning. That Stand Warden gem pops in, he's like a tanky thing. I focus the DK rather than the Warden, because he's obviously my biggest enemy. I can survive against the Stand quite fine actually. He hits me with Onslaught, and hits me with like 10k Onslaught. I go for my shield, my rapid regen, and I kind of just keep sort of rotating my buffs, and then I move away. But why do I do all of this stuff? What does this do? You notice I get hit with loads of people, and somehow I stay alive. Why was it? And actually, if you kind of put in cheat codes, well, that doesn't exist, so there's no way to hack in this game. But animation cancelling, rotating your shields and heals, and repositioning will keep you alive and help you stay in the fight much, much longer. Now I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. I do hope you enjoy it, and I want to say a massive thank you to all of our Patreons for supporting us. Like, without them, obviously, the channel would struggle to keep afloat, especially the website. If you haven't seen it, do check it out. It's unifiedgaming.org, so it's www.unified-gaming.org. And with that said, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, take care, and bye.